write my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were week in the victory over Kansas City.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Well, these two teams met in Cleveland earlier in the year with the Browns coming out on top. So a win here in Cincinnati would give them the season sweep 2-zip. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. Watson now to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched it on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
Here we go. And they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's another 1st down as they bite off 23 more on that one. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their 1st drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Burrow on play action. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The Bengals at 5-7 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here we go. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Burrow. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
12.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They won at 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Browns drive about to get started. The first time out, they had the interception. That stopped their drive 3 points the other way, so now they work from behind.
They do, but he's got to walk out on the field like he's working from ahead. All right, he's got to walk out like, hey, I just threw a touchdown pass because all eyes on his team are on him. They gain their confidence from the way he reacts, his demeanor, and how he plays. He's got to show that he has confidence in himself.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 39, Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 36 yards on the play. On 1st down, Watson. Right back to Njoku. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
On 2nd and goal, Watson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They should have got more out of that, though. He was wide open.
I love how emphatic you are with that call because that's exactly what I was thinking. Wide open in the flat. Give him a ball that he can use to get upfield with, not just catch and go over the sideline. They cost themselves some yardage there.
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Extra point by York is up and good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
11 empty.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon, and now look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here we go.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
11 empty.
Here's Burrow. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
and 1, right? 11, 11, 11.
Fourth down. Here's Joe Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
That's caught out wide by Cooks. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line.
Ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go play action with Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down. 4th down, out comes the punter, Drew Chrisman. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here comes Grant on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Watson's throw taken in there by Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll run with Chubb. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper as the first half is winding down. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, he had to wait until December, but congrats to the rookie, his first INT.
Yeah, he's been a reliable contributor for this defense throughout the season. Definitely got a bright future and has gotten even brighter after making that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with a lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now Burrow on first down, being chased out left. Airing one out for Bull, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Now Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 22. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off of play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Watson. And that's complete downfield to Cooks. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 16. A gain there of 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down. To throw is Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a throw here to his running back. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
11 and 3.
And they go play action now. Burrow under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through it and drop it for an 8-yard loss. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Now Chubb running right. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point. Faking the give. Now Watson. Steps away. And it's a fumble. And the Bengals grab it. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Takes it at the 7.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become...
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson off play action. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year.
And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
The York on now for the extra point.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. 46 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
A decent little gain puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Here we go.
And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
11.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution. Even though the scoreboard is going against you, you want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
11.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Well, CD, that helps the home team as they try to erase this deficit. Give them the penalty for pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, and they certainly haven't been happy with what they've seen so far, have they? They're certainly hoping that that call now might get the fans back into this one.
Here we go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Tommy.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Mixon again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. It's a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about.
He's got him in, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here we go.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
12.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This goes out wide for Mixon. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset.
They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score.
Here we go.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
And they come with a jet sweep here as Burrow just taps that forward.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year.
And the Bengals get a bit closer. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Trey Hendrickson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Throwing now, Watson. He's got a man, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20.
On 1, ready?
Burrow. Complete to Boyd.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught inside the 5. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
11 Thomas. 11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
Throwing, Burrow.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
That's caught. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
A give running right is Chubb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Browns, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore.
Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. Thanks to my brother, my spot superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over. Call the promoters. I just scraped it off the top.